Welcome to Top 11. Today we are going to look at Top 11 most dangerous countries in the world. Number 11, Libya. Since the toppling of Muammar Gaddafi during the Arab Spring, Libya has been consistently ranked as one of the most dangerous countries in the world. The political situation remains fragile and the security situation remains dangerous and unpredictable. On January 15, a militia mounted an offensive against Matiga Airport in Tripoli, which is currently held by the Government of National Accord Special Deterrence Force. There were at least 20 fatalities and 60 wounded in the clashes, resulting in a temporary closure of Matiga Airport and damage to the airport and a number of aircraft. According to the Foreign Office, fighting can break out anywhere without warning, including between local militia groups, and many civilians have been killed in outbreaks of conflict in residential areas. There's a high risk of civilians, including journalists, humanitarian and medical workers, being caught in indiscriminate gunfire or shelling, including airstrikes, in all areas where there is fighting. Number 10. Central African Republic. Despite being rich in diamonds, gold, oil and uranium, it has one of the world's poorest populations. In 2013, Muslim rebels from the Seleka umbrella group seized power in the majority Christian country. A band of mostly Christian militias, called the Anti-Balaka, rose up to counter the Seleka. The country is in the process of an internationally supervised transition involving a constitutional referendum as well as presidential and parliamentary elections. Number 9. Mali. Terrorist attacks, kidnaps, carjacking and smugglers are likely in the northern part of Mali and the capital Bamako. Tourists are advised to be careful in particular places such as restaurants, hotels and gatherings, and especially after dark. Number 8. Mexico. Mexico welcomed 35 million international tourists in 2016. Only parts of the country are in the high security risk zone, though the rest of the country is considered a medium risk. Shooting and other violent crimes together with kidnaps are frequent in the northern and southwestern parts of the country. Number 7. Egypt. Most of Egypt is considered high risk, though an area close to the border with Israel and the Gaza Strip is considered an extreme risk. The eastern part of the country, including the tourist resort Sharm el-Sheikh, is considered a medium-risk zone. There are often protests and demonstrations in the county, and in May 2017 a bus was fired on in the north, killing 30 people. Number 6. Venezuela. Drug traffickers are common along the Colombian border, with travelers advised not to go out alone if you are not familiar with your surroundings or to visit beaches after dark. Frequent protests have taken place over the past year in Caracas and other towns and cities across the country. Some have been in response to economic issues like electricity, water and food shortages. Number 5. Guatemala. Because this country shares a border with Mexico, this area is one of the most dangerous areas of the country because of the infamous and constant human trafficking and drug smuggling operations. The country also has the 5th highest homicide rate in the Caribbean and South America last year, as well as other crimes like armed robberies and carjacking. Robbery is gender neutral in the country, so carrying a money belt for your valuables and using cabs and tour companies is the best way to protect yourself. Number 4. Bangladesh. Right in the heart of the Middle East, the threat of terrorist attacks is rampant, in addition to extreme weather conditions, which put the nation at risk of natural calamities such as earthquakes, flooding and cyclones. The contrasting thing is that the Bangladeshi people are very friendly and hospitable. Even though this is the case, be guarded because incidences can happen without any warning. Number 3. Honduras. Elections in late November 2017 led to a contested result followed by widespread protests, some of which turned violent. Over 20 people have died, many injured and over 1,500 arrested. Roads have also been blocked by protesters. Number 2. Ukraine. Since the fighting between the Russian-backed army separatists and the Ukrainian army escalated, the southeastern and eastern parts of the country have become mostly insecure. with even civilians getting involved. This specifically applies to regions such as Crimea, Donetsk Oblast and Luhansk Oblast. Number 1. North Korea. Tensions are high on the Korean peninsula following a series of North Korean nuclear and ballistic missile tests in 2016 and 2017. There remains the threat of further missile or nuclear tests, which could lead to further instability in the region. The security situation in North Korea can change without warning and with no advance notice of possible actions by the authorities. This represents a significant risk for British visitors and residents. Thank you. Like, comment and subscribe for more.